17th century, grim Middle Europe. A time of constant war and unrest. Warbonds roam the lands looking for trouble and fame. Little quarrels are enough to shed blood. Big insults enough to make your head shorter. Arguments are settled with sabers. Rights proven with the smoke of a gun. Honor is worth more than gold. Draw your saber, ready your pistols, say your prayers, and get ready to fight! Saber and Blood, the board game.
Saber and Blood, the board game, is a mix of card game and a board game. Each player commands a band of 3 characters. Players control them on the board by alternately playing command cards from their unique deck of cards. Players spend command points to play one of 3 types of cards: actions, stunts or interference. Action cards let your characters move, attack, shoot and perform a multitude of other actions on the board. Stance cards stay attached to the characters, influencing their combat skills or giving them additional effects to play out during the turn. Interference cards are the most unique and versatile, and their effect ranges from simply searching for a card in a deck, restoring your character's health points by drinking booze, to even outrightly disallowing your opponent to play cards during a turn. Command cards are the only way players can influence what is happening on the board. Players draw additional cards at the end of the turn equal to the number of unspent command points. That's why they have to manage their points wisely. Fighting in the game is done by using a custom fencing dice. At the beginning of combat, players secretly choose one fencing stance die: attack, dodge or feint. This represents the stance their character will assume during a combat trying to defeat their opponent. Each stance has an advantage over one other stance. If a stance has an advantage, a player adds to his combat score the advantage symbols, otherwise the symbols don't count. Each stance has also their own special and unique symbols that influence combat in a variety of ways. Trying to figure out what stance is your opponent going to pick and trying to outsmart them is one of the keys to victory. After choosing the stance dice, players consult their characters' sheets to see how good their character is in fighting in that stance and take the appropriate fencing skill die. Their combat skills can also be modified by a variety of factors, like other characters' support. Then both players throw both of their dice and check the results to determine who won the combat and deal the other character one or possibly multiple wounds. Players win the game depending on the win conditions of the scenario they decided to play. There are multiple scenarios, each with its own unique conditions and special rules that influence the game in interesting ways. Join us in our effort to make the best game ever set in the 17th century. Back us, tell others about us and support us. Thank you for watching and see you in the backers list.